Good morning and welcome to Real Talk with Tamara. I hope that you guys are doing okay this morning. As you come into the room, please hit the like button. Also, if you have not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to the channel, but definitely hit the like button. I hope that you guys are doing okay on this morning. Um, I hope that you get out and do some of the things that you need to do if you don't have to work on this Saturday. But this morning, I wanted to talk about, did Finesse commit career suicide um, by signing with Bread Gang? Okay. And I'm gonna say this, Finesse two times was one of those ones. He got out of jail and he just went straight up. It didn't have anything to do with anybody else other than his talent. Okay. And I think what a lot of people fail to understand is they'll say, well, he was going up because he signed with J.PRINCE, or he was going up because this, and that. No, he went up because of his talent. Okay. And a lot of these record heads only attach themselves to some of these artists to shine. Okay. They might have a little bit more money, but trust me, they have more to gain. Now, a lot of people was talking about, I think there was some friction between Moneybag Yo and Finesse two times in the beginning, or it has been for a while. There was many stories, so I would have to say allegedly, about what happened, the reason they fell out. At one time before Finesse two times was signed to Bread Gang, and allegedly, I don't know if it's true, he was mad at Moneybag because you've heard so many different stories. I've heard some people say that allegedly Finesse two times said he stole his songs. I don't know if that's true. That has not been confirmed. It's just a rumor. Or then another rumor was allegedly he owed him some money. Whatever it was, it caused them to fall out. Right? We don't really know the true story, but the truth is probably somewhere in between. Right? um Finesse had said out of his own mouth that he kind of helped Bag with his style, and I could see that. I had liked Moneybag's style and music, and then when I heard Finesse, I could easily see. Now Finesse has a little bit more bass in his voice, as I've been saying. I could see that. I could definitely see him helping Moneybag with his style. I haven't really been rocking with Moneybag too much since this situation with Dolph. I thought that what him it's one thing for a label to do something. It's another thing when you kind of follow behind it, because you could be affiliated with a label and not be with the crap. But it's obvious that a lot of people that are affiliated with that situation are robots, right? um so I had not really been feeling him a whole lot since this Dow situation. And as I say, Moneybag Yo has not passed the smell test as it relates to this Dow situation. But that's for law enforcement to filter out whatever their involvement was, whether it was they knew it was going to happen and got out of town. Okay. As black men, they thought maybe it was a chess move to know it was going to happen and not try to stop it. But I keep going back. I don't know why this has been in my head. I guess as we get closer and closer to this situation being resolved with Dolph, as far as justice, um, and the resolution will be a while from now. Okay. But as he start to get more and more justice, but I just keep hearing in my spirit what God says, and his word says, when I get them back for what they did, you're going to see me get them back. That's the word of God. They can't use the money that the black community has given them to put a hit on God. That they can't escape. So I'm sure Dolph's family is waiting for that word to come to pass, as well as Dolph's fans. And if he had any affiliation, we'll see it. Okay. But it just, he has not passed the smell test. Okay. And so now fast forward to Finesse two times now. People have talked about um there was some issues, and I know they say ain't goddamn y'all. Okay. I don't care what they say. Kiss my ass. Okay. Before you even type anything, I'm talking about when they fans start coming over here. Listen to those words that I said, and then listen to what I just said afterwards. Okay. Listen to the video and keep it moving because I'm gonna delete it. I don't give a damn about what you think or say. Okay. Now fast forward to Finesse two times. Okay. Finesse two times came out, and we didn't pick up on Finesse two times because um he was beefing with Moneybag Yo. Nobody wants to see Finesse two times beef with Moneybag Yo. I don't like seeing these young men beef. Nobody wants to see them beef. Okay. But Finesse two times came out blazing. Normally, when they've been in jail like that, he kind of reminded me of Tupac. When Tupac was in jail, when he went over to death row, okay. When he came out, he was making all those hits because he had been in jail and all that stuff. He had time to sit there and write hits, and he was blazing because it was written from the heart. From the compounds of his cell, it came directly from the heart. I'm sure when they're sitting in their cage in jail, they have all types of emotions. They get the opportunity to see who's really messing with them, who's not. So it comes directly from the heart, sitting there with nothing but time and in meditation. And a lot of people could feel that as it relates to Finesse two times music. I ain't hating on Finesse. So, he went over there to J.PRINCE. And with J.PRINCE, I was looking at a video of J.PRINCE. Although, I hear a lot of people have respect for J.PRINCE's father. Okay. J.PRINCE Jr. He's a little arrogant, it's gonna take, if God don't do something to him, it's gonna take some more stuff to give him some humility because he's very arrogant. So I can't listen to him for too long. But what I do know, when people are arrogant, I can't listen to them for too long. Okay, so I know God ain't through with that one either. If He don't take him down all the way, okay. And so Finesse went over there, and there have been rumors that he's in him and CMG are in some type of um what's the word that I'm looking for? Commitment, or not commitment, but I can't think of the word right now, but I'm gonna think of it. But they're together on trying to corner the market. The in cahoots, that's what it is. On trying to corner the market as it relates to all of the hot Southern rappers. They don't promote independence because for some reason they feel like they're supposed to get all these rappers that do well. I guess they look at themselves like the mob for real, and they supposed to. These artists are supposed to be able to go through them so that they can capitalize off of them, right? Now, Finesse was just signed with Mob Ties because of his issues with Moneybag Yo. Okay. So a lot of people was confused about, okay, so is he still signed to Mob Ties? Um, because he's signed to Bread Gang. So now Finesse two times came out swinging 100, blazing, setting everything on fire that he touched. People had started to he's very outspoken, so people saw the connection when he's put out there, about Moneybag gangster style. It was easy to believe, okay, because he was out first. So of course he did, because there's a lot of similarities there. So that's easy to believe, and he was very vocal because I believe he's very hurt. Okay. And there's nothing about the young men getting back together. I think the main concern is because I don't want to see no beef. Okay. But I just don't know how this is going to end. I don't think either way, I don't think it was going to end well. Rather, he had stayed mad at Moneybag and been vocal. I think all of them would have lined him up. Ooh, yeah, it's a fly in here I'm trying to get. All of them would have lined him up still. Okay, because they all work together. And now that he has gone and back into the snake den, it'll be easier for them to line him up. The only thing now is he's blazing. They want to be able to capitalize off of him. They know that he was beating Moneybag Yo in numbers. What better way to try and control him than to put him up under you so that you could put your thumb on him? Okay. And then if Finesse two times feel like something ain't right, he's going to be vocal. Okay, he just seems like that type to me that he's not gonna be fake about it. He's gonna be vocal, and I think, and in my opinion now, I think J. Prince Jr. was put as the mediator to help to line him up, to get him in control so that they could all take advantage of him because he's definitely hot. They're wanting to eat off of Finesse, and it ain't nothing with people kind of merging together and doing business together. But this right here just don't seem right. Okay. It just don't seem right. So and then, a lot of people was rocking with him, not because he was mad at Moneybag or anything like that. I think because he just because he was hot. Okay. But now when you align yourself with people um that has this stigma, okay, you people kind of identify you as that, even though Moneybag has a lot of fans and things of that nature. Moneybag is a talented artist. I can't as much as I have a lot of disdain for what they've done as it relates to this Dolph situation. I'm not a hater. I'm not going to rather Finesse two times helped him or not. He's talented. I like his sound the same way I like Finesse two times sound. Okay. But I don't mess with Moneybag like that. I'm being honest. Not now, I don't. And not until this situation is, this whole situation is figured out with Dolph, and it don't look good for Moneybag, especially since they I'm hearing, and I'm gonna have to say speculations. I mean, not speculation. I'm gonna have to say it is I haven't heard him. I'll say that. Allegedly, I'm gonna have to say allegedly because I haven't heard the diss song. They say he did nothing but diss Dolph. Okay. Um, there has been a lot of suspicions as it relates to the Dolph case, and I know that as they say, everything is when it comes to business, it's not about Dolph. I'm talking about the Dolph case, as it become relates to them. I can agree with that when it comes to business or whatever. But to Dolph's fans, when people feel like that Dolph has been dissed, Dolph was lined up, and that certain people were involved, there are a lot of emotions there. And although Finesse had nothing to do with that, and I hear, he kind of, when you align yourself with those people, that people kind of identify you, they don't know how to separate that. Because it's, to me, as much as I like Finesse's music, I started thinking about, well, right now, because Moneybag Yo ain't passed the smell test. And this is how a lot of people feel. And I'm just using this as an example. He signed to Moneybag Yo. If I'm supporting Finesse, I'm supporting Moneybag and everybody that's up on that pyramid, right? That has not passed the smell test as it relates to Dolph, if you're a hardcore Dolph fan. And so, even though I ain't mad at Finesse, and this is how a lot of people feel, even though I ain't mad at him, okay. Um, a lot of people will say I have to okay, I can't mess with him. Right. So I think that's the only I think that's the only issue. I think that's the only issue. And then too, I think, and another thing is, I think people are kind of concerned about, them signing Finesse two times. You've heard people say quite a bit of times that, and shoot, he did it before, that Moneybag Yo has no loyalty to anyone. So I'm sure somebody got into Moneybag's ear and said, if you can't beat him, join him. Put him up under your label and put your thumb on him. Therefore, he can only go as far as you want him to go. Even though people sit around at tables and say, no, no, this is a joint thing. You got your own, your own boss. No, did he have his own lawyers that had no affiliation with CMG, Bread Gang, mob ties, entertainment lawyer that has never had any affiliation with any of them, to look at those contracts, okay? To interpret that language. Because street language is one thing, okay? Business is another. I think Finesse 2 times, he gives a lot of credence to the street. His thing is, my word is my bond. But a lot of these people they've gone Holly weird. And they don't care. I don't care if they came from the street. They don't care. They don't care nothing about that street stuff. They feel like they are beyond that now. We businessmen. And then, even if they gank him financially, they're going to say, well, this is business. You agreed to that. Okay. So has he committed suicide? I'm not mad at him. I'm not mad at him, but at this point, a lot of people may feel like supporting him is supporting Bread Gang and everybody in the umbrella, the pyramid that Bread Gang is up under, which trickles up, and y'all know who that is, right? I just hope that he is not being lined up. I think because so many people, the only thing that may save him, but these folks don't care no more. The only thing that may save him is that so many people are looking and paying attention. Even if they try to line him up, these folks are so evil. They don't really care. They don't really care if you know or not at this point, because at this point they think that they're untouchable until they start arresting a lot of them for this dog situation. I'm just talking about whoever. Okay. So they're not going to know that fat meat is greasy until then. Okay. So I just hope that Finesse 2 times is playing it safe. I think that he is talented. Oh, and another thing, I hope they didn't bring him over there to start getting involved in the midst of their beefs. I hope that he does not start dissing and taking on their enemies, because he really has gained a lot of fans aside from whatever he get ready to gain over there. He already had it before he went over there. That wasn't necessarily their fans, okay? So I hope he don't allow them to pull him into their mess. And he kind of stays out of their beef and make his bread. Keep good security around him. Go get him some good lawyers if he don't already, that's not affiliated with any of them. Keep his eyes open and know that he was beating Moneybagg Yo out. Y'all, it's a fly in here that won't die. Okay. And he came in when I came in. Okay. And so he just, keep people that are strictly for him around him, that has his best interest, because as much as the people around, all of them might like them, their loyalty is going to be to Moneybagg Yo. So he needs to get some separate people that are just as intelligent and smart to look out for him. Stay out of their beef. Don't let them pull him into nothing. Don't feel the need to defend nobody. Don't become their muscle. It's already too many people get ready to go to federal prison for life because they felt like they needed to be somebody's muscle. And I'm just saying in general. And I know Finesse ain't trying to go back there for some Negroes who just trying to gank his shine. That's all. I mean, that's how a lot of people feel. Okay. So did he commit, I think a lot of people got their eyebrows up, not because they're mad at Finesse, and I know they're saying, but Finesse had dissed off. That was a generic diss. That was a generic beef, because Finesse and Dolph did not have any beef. When I say it was generic, he took on somebody else's beef. Dolph had not done anything to Finesse. Okay. And so I hope he stays out of that, because there's nothing good that could come to that. He needs to have more loyalty to himself because them Negroes over there ain't got nothing but loyalty to themselves. Okay. So he needs to look out for himself and think about his children and stay out of the beef. Please don't be over there dissing nobody because that'll be good. I mean, sometimes people want you, they see the love that you're getting, they want you to get into stuff to start dimming that, you know, they want to see that love dismantled that you have gained from uh, a certain group of people while you were not affiliated with them. Okay. So Finesse is a street dude. I don't think that he's a bad guy. I think he's a passionate guy. um I just I just don't see any good in it at this point. But I think the only thing that might save Finesse at this point is that so many people are watching to see what they're gonna do to include. And at this point, the federal government might be all over these folks. So that might save his life as well as a few more little young dudes that probably would have got lined up too. Okay. So, and I'm just saying in general, you know. But anyways, please like, share, and subscribe. Eh, did he commit? He might lose a fan base. Finesse is, if he keeps it business, don't let them pull him into no beef. Keep his eyes open because they did not sign him because they loved him. They signed him because they can't stop him. And if I can put him up under me, I could put my thumb on him because my album is set to come out. People know that I've kind of hijacked his style, and if I could put him up under me, he could go as far as I want him to go, right? And I could still be on top because he's still looked at as my artist, right? So, anyways, you guys, like I said, please like, share, and subscribe. That's just how I feel. Other people may feel differently, but that's just how I feel. And I'm not trying to take anything from Moneybag's talent, and I'm not trying to affiliate Finesse two times with this Dow situation. But we got to be real. Moneybag them are affiliated in some type of way with this Dow situation. Rather, it's just people knew them from having beef, right? And in my opinion, and this is just my opinion, Moneybag has not passed the smell test on this Dolph situation. And so I cannot support him 100%. And then there are rumors that he definitely dissed Dolph in death. That's tacky, that's messy, And then let me just say this. Now I got to go back to the spiritual part. Okay. Now, let's just say, if they was involved in this situation, I'll say Moneybag since we're talking about this. If he was involved with the others, allegedly, in this situation, there are going to be repercussions with that, with the law. And so I don't see how that could be good for Finesse two times. Okay. Sometimes, it's not a good thing to attach yourself to situations when there is still uncertainty about things, especially when you blazing. It ain't nothing that they could do for Finesse because the money was going to come because Finesse is off of the chain. I wish he had got better business people around him and went and started his own label and got some money, got his money up and kept it independent, but they was afraid of him and kept security around him 24/7 because if they couldn't get none of that money and shine, they was gonna come for him anyways, like they did Dolph. I'm just saying anybody. I think it's a thing where some people have gotten in the back rooms and said, keep your enemy close. I'm talking about as it relates to Moneybag. And because Finesse two times is blazing, people understand now that he has possibly ganked Finesse two times style. Finesse two times is outspoken and unstoppable. Some people have whispered in his ear and said, man, bro, put that to the side. Keep your enemies close. Put them up under you. Therefore, he can't surpass you. Okay? Because he always be looked at as Moneybags artist. When really he should just be the Finesse Gang label guy, because he surpassed Moneybag in a lot of people's eyes. Okay. But anyways, you guys, that's just how I feel about it. That's just how I feel. And no, I don't want to see them beefing. People don't have to beef. You know, just because a person chooses, to say, well, I feel like you did this to me. I ain't mad at you, but I understand you. I see you. We see each other. I can't mess with you in business though. Okay. But I wish you the best though, but I can't mess with you. That ain't beefing. That's just, I can't mess with you like that. But it ain't beefing. So no, I don't want to see them beefing to the point where they're, hurting each other, because God knows I don't want to see, the same thing happen to Finesse that happened to Doll, because his music is great. And, but I hope that he takes the opportunity to learn the game aside from whatever he being taught through, especially through some of them, and learn the recipe for real. Okay. And I hope he didn't shoot himself in the foot with some contract. And I hope he had his own lawyer that had no affiliation with any of them. Because trust me when I tell you, they all working together. Okay. All right, you guys, please like, share, and subscribe. Talk to you later.